What's going on? This is another episode of the reporter vlog with on a Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024. Uh, gonna do a single with the finals. This was like a final story of the day. Little something to put pretty much Louisville news. Uh, Louisville's pretty much the finalist for the Sundance Film Festival. I guess it's big news around here because Louisville is never really nominated for something like this. There's been movies here before, but in Kentucky in general, yeah, I think in Louisville too. But as far as being nominated for a film festival or anything like that, something serious in the film industry, Louisville's been afterthought. But this is the first time recently. Um, I think ever. But let me put the story to this give us its moment safety net. Louisville is one of six finalists to host the Sundance Film Festival beginning in 2027. Sundance Film Institute announced Friday. Sundance said six finalists were selected to move forward to the next phase as a potential host cities of the festival beginning in 2027. As part of a thorough evaluation of each potential location, the Sundance Institute assessed uh, each city, infrastructure, ethos, and equity values, event capabilities, and host the festival. Now, each finalist could substantially serve and support the ever-growing Sundance Film Festival community of independent artists and audiences. The Institute said in news release Friday, the finalists was required to demonstrate how they would welcome and continue to foster the diverse Sundance community and the culture of the independent creativity, an integral part of the Institute of Festival experience. City of Louisville and its diverse arts community is proud to be a finalist city of the Sundance Film Festival. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg said in a news release Friday. Our rich history hosting world-class events, growing film industry, and commitment to sustainability position us as a perfect stage for the festival future. We are home to the greatest 2 minutes in sports, and we are ready to host the greatest 10 days in film. After 40 years in Park City, the festival is eyeing the locations across the country for festivals starting in 2027. Its existing contract will be up for renewal. The Snowy Mountain town, along with Salt Lake City, will still be home to the 25-26 festival, and the Utah cities are one of six options for future festivals. Members of the Sundance Institute will visit each city in the coming weeks to survey the potential sites. A final decision is expected in early 2025. For over 40 years, Sundance has supported, sustained, and helped shine an essential spotlight on independent filmmakers and their works. Ebbs Barneau, board chair of the Sundance Institute, and Amanda Kelso, acting CEO of the Sundance Institute, said in a Tuesday news release Friday. We have very carefully considered this important decision for our festival. We believe these six finalists allow us the best opportunity to not only secure a substantial future of our festival, but also to build upon the legacy while continuing to support the next generation of storytellers and highlight bold new works of art. We will. We are grateful to all the communities who have expressed interest and been a part of the process, and we have valued the opportunity to learn about the uniqueness of each location. We look forward to the site visits in each of the finalist cities. Sundance has been a long launching pad for independent filmmakers and has supported the earlier careers of Christopher Nolan, Quentin Tarantino, and more. Festival winners often become some of the year's most acclaimed films. Last year's festival produced Celine's song "Past Lives," nominated for Best Picture and Best Screenplay. Other Sundance titles to reach the Oscars include 2022 picture winner Coda, Summer of Soul, or When the Revolution Could Not Be Televised, and Minari. Sundance Institute noted that each of the finalist cities have strong arts communities with varied cultural backgrounds and potential for growth. The Robert Redford founded festival has grown significantly since in inception. Redford, who stepped back from the Sundance spotlight years ago, expressed concern in 2016 that the festival, as it existed, might have outgrown Park City, and was thinking about ways to evolve. He and his daughter Amy Redford, who is on board, have been involved in the process, according to an April announcement about location search. Deadline reported earlier this year in the 2023 festival brought more than 118 million to the state of Utah's economy. During a news conference about the announcement Friday afternoon, Greenberg said that more than 90 cities wanted to be considered on the list of finalists. Hosting the Sundance Film Festival could generate up to 170 million or more in economic activity for our local economy here in Louisville, and it would certainly establish Louisville globally as a leader of creative and innovative people in general, in the film industry in particular, he said. Greenberg said representatives from the selection committee are expected to be in Louisville for a visit later this month. We can't wait, he said. Greenberg said in order to pull this off, Louisville will also need the support from the state. Kentucky has a rich history of storytelling and will wholeheartedly embrace Sundance's 40-year tradition of exploratory filmmaking, Louisville Governor Beshear said in a news release Friday. I'm proud to have Louisville, a vibrant, diverse city full of talent, represent our state in the very competitive process, and our entire Commonwealth and the united behind the effort to welcome Sundance to its new Kentucky home. Senate President Robert Stavers stood alongside Greenberg on Friday and said bringing the Sundance Film Festival to Louisville will be something great for the entire Commonwealth. I'm going to make my best effort to convince my colleagues to come and work with the mayor, as we did in the past session, to make Louisville and Kentucky, the rural and urban areas, better than this one of the ways we can do it, by trying to attract and bring quality, big-time, sophisticated events to our cities and our Commonwealth, he said. That's the pledge here today, and that's an act and series of events that we must try to, because if we don't try, we will be doomed to failure. So the mayor and his team, congratulations on getting to this point. Cleo Battle, president and CEO of Louisville Tourism, said Louisville hosts more than 600 events. Louisville has hosts more than 600 events annually. So that's something. Last ending of it story. Uh, seeing how Louisville is never, yes, you can see how Louisville is never included in the as far as big time cities. But this I guess you gotta give it to Louisville for this one. Being in the top six as far as this film festival, I never really paid any attention to it though. But uh, it's pretty much big time. Some of his movies, like they said in the story, have been Oscar winners. Um, they're not to my liking personally, because I like a different style of movie. But when you get considered for far as, but when you get considered far as, this was like is if Sundance calls you the number and wants to get in touch with you, you pick up the phone. but this is a bit of it's big time for Louisville. Um, and seeing that where it's going to be is at that 4th Street movie place, like the Palace. I think that's either the Actors Theater or the Palace, because I will always pass it every time I went up there, going to the Starbucks, which later became the Heine Brothers. I will always pass by it. I think it was I think it was the Palace on 4th Street. And I think that's where this pretty much all this Hollywood magic, as they say, is going to happen. And but it's big time. Bottom line is big time for Louisville, and big time the resume builder for the mayor. Since he took the job, and and that's all a person can say. But especially if you're a small, especially if you're a small time newsy movie person, and you hunt for your big chance. Now is the time. Now is the time. If you're looking for your small movie to gain notoriety, and now is the time to take advantage of this big chances that Louisville has made for themselves, are is nominated for. Because but things like this rarely happens. Even though like I said, movies have been shot here before, and but it's pretty big. As far as the Sundance Film Festival, or Sundance, in other words, and the PGA is another big time thing that. But shout out to the big people up top, and shout out to but pretty much making it happen, and making themselves presentable as far as to Sundance industry, and we'll see what happens. 106, top six, man. Yeah, Palace Theater. That's what. Yeah, it's gonna be Palace Theater. Well, it's gonna be some kind of sight because it's gonna be the most hyped thing that ever happened up there in quite some time at the Palace Theater. We sometimes see lions out there sometimes, but not where it's going. Not where it's going. What's about ready to happen if Louisville is Sunday's uh, get started in this city. But that's going to do it for this one. Because all I can offer as far as what you called for this one. As far as commentary for this story, in other words. You have a good one. The Oval is in the top six is one of the six finalists to host the Sundance Film Festival. But that's going to do it. Like I said, y'all have a good one. This is another episode of the a reporter vlog for July 23rd on a Tuesday. Y'all have a good one. I'm gone.